Right, Shreyas, welcome to the Royal Chat. I'm not sure which number we're on now, 7, 8, 9. Here we sort of just talk through how things are going in the camp, a bit of background on you, and then some reactions to the matches and stuff like that. So to start off, a bit of background. Your father's a cricketer, your mother's a volleyball player. How come you chose cricket?
So as a kid, I always played a lot of cricket. Played a lot of badminton as well. A lot of people know that, but so cricket was just something I really enjoyed a lot more. Also got to bunk school with it. Took the whole day. But no. I think I enjoyed it a lot more. I kind of enjoyed the team thing. So I like winning with a group of people. So you smile together, you lose together, you win together. So I enjoyed that part a lot more. So that's why cricket.
And you say you enjoy winning as a team, but you also quite enjoy winning individually in table tennis, badminton, within. How is the table tennis competition within the Royals ranking this year?
Jake, you lost some skills, huh? I'm sorry.
It's been a bad year.
Yeah, it's a horrible year for you. But yeah, I love winning table tennis as well. But it includes only a couple of y'all, not too many. I don't mind losing to the others. I lose gracefully. Definitely not you.
And that laugh is the laugh that can put anyone off. So you're for Karnataka, you're obviously a key part of their team, both as a bowler and a batsman. How do you think your batting's developed over the last couple of years?
So obviously we've been putting a lot of work. I've been putting a lot of work with bat and ball and fielding as well. It's important to have 3 bases covered in the sport. 2 is almost taken for granted. You have to be able to field and do either bat or ball well. But if you have three facets covered, I think it gives you a better chance to do well for the team and gives you more opportunities to play.
And now moving to sort of Royals, first season, last season. How did you enjoy last season, and how excited were you to come back this year?
Loved it. Loved last season. I think everyone's been so supportive here. The one thing that really stood out to me last year was whether we win or lose, the atmosphere, the way we treated, the energy in the team is very constant and very, very high there. So there was no difference of feeling, especially from as a player, as soon as you walk out, especially in a loss, you don't want someone to just look down on you and give you a negative vibe. Sometimes it just hurts you a lot more. But I just enjoyed that part a lot more. And the great part is we qualified from almost nowhere last year. So that was something great. And hopefully this year we go on to win many more matches.
Awesome. And for the Royals and other teams, you wear jersey number 37. What's the reason for that?
No, I've just been a little. I've been told that my number has to be any with 1. So 37 goes to 10 and 110 is 1. So that's just about it. There's no rocket science about it.
Really? Okay, I'll believe you on that. Who do you most enjoy bowling against in the IPL? So last season, who did you most enjoy bowling against?
Honestly, no one. I was scared bowling to most of them. But yeah, I really enjoyed the De Villiers wicket. More of shock than anything. No, it was more of shock than anything. But to get someone like it could be Virat Kohli, De Villiers, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. It could be any of them. To get someone like them is always someone right on top of them in terms of feeling. But I just enjoyed those moments and enjoyed the whole experience. To be honest,
I think your reaction to that wicket was amazing. Just watching the highlights back, it was literally completely shocked.
I couldn't believe that I got him out, to be very honest. I was just trying to get away from that over and finish well. So we start on a high on the other end, and obviously everyone knows that no one has a set plan to someone like De Villiers because he can hit the ball anywhere in the ground. So I was just bowling one length, and I was like, if you hit me from there, I can't do anything. But if I do get him out from there, you saw the reaction. I was just shocked.
No, it was amazing. I mean, you say you were shocked, sitting in the stands and with there wasn't so much surprise there. I was confident in you.
Okay.
But do you feel like those wickets you've taken last year have given you the confidence that now you've got De Villiers out, you've got Kohli out, right? You've got probably the two best players in the tournament out. Does that give you a lot of confidence going into this season?
Absolutely. Someone young like me, I think to get any one of them out, as I said, is it not only makes you feel a better bowler, but it also takes you high on confidence, and it's a very high confidence game. Cricket is a really high confidence game, so obviously you don't want to get too much ahead of yourself. You need to stay in that space, and but yeah, you do feel really good about it, and it takes you up, and it gives you that belief factor that you can actually can get some of them out, and yeah, that's about it.
And going back, talking about the game we've just had, so you came on to bowl your one over in quite a difficult situation because they had a pretty aggressive middle period with the bat, Gale smashing all over the place. You came on and bowled a very, very solid over. How are you feeling going into that over?
I was really nervous. We just got a wicket the previous over, the over before that. I really wasn't expecting to bowl that over, but as I said, T20 is really unpredictable, and you can probably be called on to bowl anytime, and you just need to be ready. I was a little stuck after 2-3 balls. I didn't know how and where I should try and finish the over, so I did go up to Joss and ask him about his thoughts, because he has the best view. He's judging the batsman close up there, so he'll have great thoughts, and it's obviously Joss Butler, and he's one of the best players in the world, so he did give me a couple of insights about how I could finish the over and stuff like that. But yeah, the good part was the plan that we had was pretty well executed, and it gave us a decent result.
And then I'm gonna have to talk about last game and sort of what happened when we were batting in that series. We were sort of performing really well. Joss and James gave us a great start. In terms of the incident and then the sort of reaction afterwards, how did you find it and the team in general?
So I think it's something that you just need to take in your stride. Obviously, it was something that was very unexpected to happen, but it's happened now. We can't go and change that decision, can we? It's happened now. We sit and moan about it, or we just move forward. It's one of the two. So I think as a team, Paddy spoke to us, and we've decided to just move on from it. Even with after Joss's dismissal, I think we still had the game with us for a very large part of it, and I think we lost those crucial moments more than phases of the match. We lost moments, and that probably took away the game. But I think to majority of that match, I think 75 to 80% of that match, I think we were on top. So I think that's the kind of confidence we need to be putting into the other matches going to the tournament. And
how nice was it to be playing back in front of the Jaipur crowd there?
Brilliant. They have been great support to us through my 2 years, my second year. So last year I was here, and they were great support. I can actually go back, when I'm feeling the boundary line, they actually keep saying good things about us, and there are a lot of crowds that go anti as well. So it's hard sometimes to take it when you're hearing so many people going against you. But obviously Jaipur is our fortress, and we got to make that our fortress, and it's very important the crowd is behind us, and the wonderful part is we win or lose, is still with us, and that's the best part of this.
Yeah, and I thought being in that crowd yesterday, they were sort of with us till the end, and it was just, as you say, a few key moments dropped off, but there's a lot of positives to take from it into the next couple of matches. And how much I'm buzzing to go away, because as a team going together, you really get that bonding, and with the new boys as well coming in. How excited are you for the first away trip to Sunrisers and then Chennai?
Really excited. Nothing like winning your first match of the season away. Takes off a lot of pressure when you play the home games. So it's going to be a great game, great 2 games, Hyderabad and Chennai. And it's just about us sticking to our plans, sticking to our basics, staying focused, and obviously the more focused and the more calm team is going to be on the better side of the result.
What is your favourite stadium to play in apart from SMS?
I really like playing in Mohali.
Mm.
Grounds where is pretty big, and you know when we played there the last time, I got a couple of wickets for Mumbai Indians, and there was a bit of spin, so I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed Ahmedabad as well. So probably these two stadiums are right up there for me.
Awesome. What is the best sort of chant you've ever heard in a stadium from the crowd?
The best is obviously Sachin. Always. That growing up playing cricket in India, and that's the first thing you probably hear when you go in any stadium for the first time, whether he's in the stadium or not. That's the only thing you're going to hear, and I am sure that's going to go on for many more years.
What's your nickname within the RR team?
SG.
It's
easy.
Complicated one, isn't it?
Very
You're seen as the prankster within the Royals.
Am I?
You are
No.
internally and by fans.
Yeah.
What's your favourite prank you've pulled?
So last year, a security officer, Brahm, remember him?
Yeah.
You're already laughing, you know what it is. So he was having breakfast, and he's really serious. He's a very serious guy, and I wanted to cool him a little bit and take the pressure off. So I was trying to talk to him, and he was trying to see if the people are trying to get in our way and stuff like that, because Ajubai was very close by. So I got a little irritated, and I just moved back, slipped down, went under the table of the breakfast, tied his shoes to the table. I was like, "Ram, I'll see you in a bit," and I went off. And then 5 minutes later, I saw him on the ground. I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know.
Oh god. You've got a few other ones which, when we had those US cricketers last year doing. I don't want to ruin that for everyone.
Yeah, that was fun. That was the good part was no one knew about that trick, and I've been victim to it. So that's how I learned it. I learned it the hard way. But the good part was there wasn't cameras when I got pranked. So I don't want to give what it is, but if we ever do meet, I'll probably
try it out.
Or it's a challenge basically. It's not a prank. It's a challenge.
Correct. Who is your favourite sports person outside of cricket?
Roger Federer. Just love the way he carries himself as a person, because I think it's more important to be a better person than what you are as an athlete, and it's something that I've just loved the way he carries himself. The kind of you still have that presence that he carries with himself, but he's so modest and he's so down to earth.
Unbelievable, isn't he? Have you met him or watched him live?
Never met him, never watched him live, but just waiting for that moment. Yeah. If you can take me one day.
Come over to England and we'll go and watch. How's it been having Steve Smith back in the team this year?
Great, it's that the energy that he brings is great, and obviously everyone knows he's one of the best batsmen in the world today, and he's obviously a threat to any opposition, and he is one of the finest people as well off the field. I think the insights he comes with, his batting is very similar to the way he is as a person. He's very aggressive, and he's very, very full of energy. He's fidgety, even off the field. He's very, very lively, fidgety, and he's always buzzing around. So it's the kind of energy that you really want to have in a dressing room. And apart from that, he's just the wonderful batsman that he is, and a great cricketing mind as well.
And did you think before this season that you'd be in a car going to training, singing along to some songs with him in the car?
So the problem is I couldn't sing, and you sang Country Roads, so can we have him sing?
No.
I tried to put it on me. But yeah, it was great, I just took a chance playing a song, and I thought I'll go old, and the good part was you guys liked it.
It was a good choice.
I mean, it was good. It was good 20 minutes of loud singing in the car. It was fun, and I think we should do it more often. practice.
It's quite a nice way post a match, going to training the next day, just to
Absolutely.
to sort of relax and sort of refresh the mind. What did you do the first time? So when you've been picked in the auction for the Royals last year, what was your? Were you watching it? Were you watching with friends? What was your sort of reaction?
So I was actually playing a match, and the auctions were going on, and I kept telling my friends to keep giving me updates every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I kept asking for what I was batting, and every 20 minutes my name hadn't come till evening, and every time they came in, they were like, he went unsold, he went unsold, he went unsold, and I was like shattering within me. I was trying to keep straight, but I was like breaking inside, and I was like, God, this doesn't look good for me. And so I told him, what, I'll do anything possible. Even if I get out, I'm not coming to the pavilion. I'm just going to walk around the ground.
Yeah.
I'm just too scared to go and watch the auction live. So if anything happens, just come and tell me. Don't hide.
Yeah.
Don't hide it from me. Just come and tell me. Let me just know it. The worst part was after our batting at the end of the innings, at the end of 50 overs. The good part was I was still batting, and the worst part was as soon as I went and kept my bats and stuff like that, my name came in. So I had to take another run out around the ground. So I went one more round around the ground.
Yeah.
And by the time I came in, they gave me the good news.
Yeah.
So I was really excited. It's a franchise I really wanted to play for. It's a franchise that really promotes young cricketers and young talent. So just love playing this thing. And after coming here, I think the culture that we have created over here is phenomenal.
And what about your first match for the Royals? How was that as an experience?
It was good. I was really, really tense.
Yeah.
But it was good. The good part was we won, and we won we won majority of our games last year at SMS, and it's obviously a lot of nerves because I haven't played too many IPL games, and but the best part was I had people around me to just get me through that phase. They understood because they've obviously gone through the same phases, so they understood where I'm coming from, and they pulled me along with them. So I think that was the most important part. If I didn't have anyone pulling me along, it was not one or two people. It was the whole team. It was the whole, including the support staff, including people back in everywhere. They were just pulling me along with it. So that was the best part of it. And you still do feel it, but you feel a little better at the same time. So you need to experience it at the same time. So there's no second thoughts or second things from there. But it was great. They did make me feel lighter and more confident at the end.
Moving slightly away from cricket, you're obviously quite active on social media. Don't stress. You sometimes stress a little bit about what caption you're going to put on. How's the response been during the IPL to your posts and captions?
So I hope people find it funny, but even if they don't, it's okay. There's no harm. But yeah, I do have a few people,
advisors
who's put in their thoughts into a caption. But so I probably mix and match them and put it across. But I try to keep it funny and some serious ones. But I try and put something or the other.
Yeah. And do you enjoy the fans' comments?
Yeah, most of them are just laughing at me. So I just laugh along with it. But it's good fun. It's good fun as long as they're having it.
And who do you think's the worst in the Royals on social media?
You?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Just so I don't post that much.
Yeah, you don't post at all.
So who in terms of
the players?
Yeah.
I think everyone's very active, on social media. I don't see.
Is there anyone whose pictures are quite boring or comments are boring or self-obsessed?
In this team, no.
No? Not even KG?
No.
No?
No.
Yagi?
Ah! Yagi, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, I saw one of him today. Just the classic photo in the mirror, like looking the other way.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't even. So, going back to cricket, how do you sort of de-stress between matches, other than singing in the car with Smudge?
Table tennis is.
God, yeah. De-stress for you, stress for me.
Beating you is de-stressing always. You and Arjun. But no, I think we have a wonderful team room. and everyone's always there. So there's always someone there. So irrespective if it is between matches or just before a match, especially yesterday just before the game, if you realize I was there till most of it, because I was so tense. I didn't want to be alone and getting bad thoughts into me. So I was always there. I was ensuring someone was always there with me there and talking. At least talking. If you don't play table tennis or snooker, whatever, just keep talking and just have a conversation going, because obviously the nerves are there and it's all building up. But yeah, we have a wonderful team and PS and things like that. And I love watching movies as well, so I do catch up on a lot of movies as well.
It shows how different it is, because a lot of players just like their own space and to chill, whereas I would be exactly the same as you. Like I'd want to just have a distraction in itself. We're in pink this year. How was it playing in the pink jersey a couple of days ago for the first match?
Loved it. I love the colour, and more importantly, I love the cause. I'm someone who's always supported cancer, and I think a lot more people should be supporting such causes. I think it's just for the betterment of for everyone. It's going to make this world a better place to live in, and obviously there are a lot of less fortunate people. So I think our help to them is going to put a smile on them on their face, and I think you're going to enjoy it a lot more as well. So I think it's very important that we do that. And Jaipur, the pink city, and it's pink, so I just love the color.
I thought it looked awesome.
Yeah, I really like it.
Amazing. What's been your favourite moment playing for the Royals?
So I'm sure you remember this last year. You remember that moment when DD had to beat Mumbai Indians for us to qualify.
Yeah.
And when they did beat them, the kind of energy and the kind of atmosphere that we had, everyone's jumping, dancing. You were singing Country Roads on the way back. And things like that.
That was the Chennai Kings one was the second one, right? So
the second one.
The two moments.
But Chennai and Kings Chennai had to lose by about 100 runs, 50 runs. I don't know what, but that was
the Delhi one because Kansing was smashing in the end.
That was close. So I remember that, and the kind of the fun that we had after that was so much of a relief, and it was great to just see everyone smiling. It was all smiles, and it was something that would last a lifetime for us.
What did you think of Jinx's dancing that night?
I think he's not great, but he's definitely better than me.
That's good. It's modest. What is your most useless talent?
Dancing.
no, as in, what talent do you have that's least helpful? You're just useless at dancing. What's the talent you have that's actually least helpful to you? Laugh impressions.
You think so?
Can you do Chapathi's laugh for the
fans?
Oh, that's too good. It's too good. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Punctuality. I think I'm very, very punctual. A lot of my friends don't like it because they're never on time, and it's something that really irritates me. I don't like people coming late. Even if they say wedding starts at 8, I don't mind being there at 7:50 or 8.
Yeah.
It's just it's understood that you go a little later.
8:01 is.
Yeah, I don't like it. I really don't like people coming late. It really irritates me.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I would like to be invisible. I just don't like people knowing what I'm doing and where I am.
Sneaky though.
Yeah, and I'm just very, very quiet and private that way. No one needs to know. No one should know.
Okay. What advice do you have for young cricketers looking to be in the IPL in the future?
The same advice that I've been getting. It's very important that you enjoy the sport. As long as you're enjoying the sport, you play it. You don't play it if you don't enjoy it. So the whole reason that we started playing the sport is because we enjoyed playing it, not because one day we're going to play at this level. We didn't even know the IPL was going to happen when I started. Or one day it's going to be a thing that you're going to be able to earn financially as well. But all that apart, I think as long as you're enjoying the sport, you play it. But at the moment you stop enjoying working hard, or you stop enjoying sweating it out in the thing, I think it's time to stop.
Good advice. And going back to the Royals, what do you think makes our team, What excites you about our team this year in terms of the squad and the depth?
Firstly, the color, the new color that we having. It's bright and it's positive, and I think the team culture that we always talk about, that's something that's really, really visible for me, and it's the energy that passes, the kind of positivity that each one passes through to the other. I think yesterday's incident was the best example for us. The way we rub that off, and we start pushing together as a team. I think those small things really, at the end of the day, pile up a mountain.
Amazing. Now it's challenge time. Got your table tennis bat and ball. You're apparently the pro. So what you just need to do is do keepy ups with it. And while you do, I'll ask you some 10 rapid fire questions. See if you can keep the ball on the bat.
Okay.
Everyone has done this successfully, so if you mess up now, it's going to be a bit embarrassing.
No problem.
You can show off if you want by adding a bit of spin.
No. I don't want to.
You lost already?
No.
Come on.
You start.
Yeah, ready. Dogs or cats?
What?
Dogs or cats? Favourite?
Dogs, any day.
Favourite dog?
Husky.
Favourite ball delivery?
Googly.
Favourite stroke? As in bat stroke?
Batting, cut shot. Square.
What's your favourite ice cream flavour?
Vanilla with chocolate chip.
Are you allowed ice cream?
No.
Why?
I am allowed, but I don't. I wish not to have. I decide not to.
What's your favourite Indian dish?
Butter chicken. Any day.
What's your favourite English dish?
I don't know. Not too much.
What's your favourite swimming stroke?
Swimming stroke? I don't know how to swim.
You don't have to swim?
No, I don't know how to swim.
What were you doing in the pool the other day?
Stretching.
Who would you most like to be batting in a super over with? If you had to bat with someone, who would it be?
Joss Butler.
What game are you most excited for this season?
I think RR versus Punjab in Mohali.
Awesome. Done. You're right. We've got some fan questions now. You ruined it then. We've got one from, apologies, the writing's a bit unclear, from Subramanyam Sharma. Yeah?
I guess.
Who is your best teammate?
It's really hard because I've played with or against most of them, but I think Sanju Samson, I've known him the longest. I've known him since I was 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So it's been the longest friendship.
You, him and Tripathi giggling together.
Always.
My
giggle is basically for you to just get distracted when we're playing table tennis and I get points. That's it.
Barathi Reddy. Hi hero, happy to see you back in this season and hoping you will do your best this IPL. There's no question there, that's just a
Thank you, Bharat.
Nice message. Amulia, who's your favourite bowler and idol?
Two of my favourite bowlers growing up, obviously Anil Kumble and Shane Warne, and I couldn't impart as much spin as Shane Warne, so more of Anil Kumble, but I just love them, the way they conducted themselves on the field. I think they were so aggressive, they were passionate, at the same time they're great people, I think, to sum it up.
Apart from Warnie's diet.
Apart from Warnie's diet with butter naan and
12
tomato sauce.
Ice cream.
And ice cream.
Sahil has asked, Shreyas, you're one of the best bowlers I've ever seen. How do you maintain your consistency?
I think it's just you do a lot of drills in the nets. You put in those hours off the field. So the on-field stuff that we do for those few hours is actually there's 2 or 3 times more to that we do off-field. So not only me, everyone over here, and that's where we are able to bring in those few moments of happiness for you all on the field.
Joshua has asked, which type of leg spinner delivery would you like to deliver the most? Which you said, the googly.
The googly. I think I like the googly.
And when you're batting, what's your favourite one to face? What are you most confident against?
Short and wide outside off stump.
Yeah.
I can play the cut shot. That's one shot I think I'm pretty okay at.
Awesome. And then we've got, so these fan questions were from earlier. Now we've got some from the live.
From the live. I hope they're going easy on me.
Wow, what a first one. Bhavana, Shreyas, you look hot and cute. A rare combination.
Thanks. Thank you.
What's the secret?
What's the secret?
Yeah.
No, there's no secret. I'm very, very awful when it comes to products on me and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just a good hot water bath and good sleep, good rest. Good rest is always important.
Bhavana is obviously a big.
Bhavana.
Big.
I think it's
Bhavana. Apologies. Bhavana. Obviously a big fan. Or did you ask someone to message you that?
No, I wish I did. I really wish I did, but no, I haven't.
Akash Purgatives. How many tips have you sort of learned from Shane Warne and Ish Sodhi?
A lot, I think more than the big things about how to do this or how to do that. I think it's more tactical that they've spoken to me. One is like a guide to both of us, Isha and myself, and just the way he brings out, an area that you can bowl to a particular batsman is the highlight. It's something that he really thrives on, and it's something that he wants. So he's not very happy if you just happen to get a wicket, but he loves it when you plan a dismissal. So there's a lot of strategy that goes into his mind. So we would just take a wicket, right? But he's not like that. He wants it planned. If you decide to get him out at short cover, making him drive, he wants you to bowl those areas and get him there. He doesn't mind getting hit for 4 past that, but he wants you to bowl there and ensure you try and get a wicket at that part. So a lot of strategies that
and this is sort of my question more than theirs, but you bowled so well with Ish last year when you both had, you had an end each and just often destroyed the team's middle order. How fun was it to bowl with him?
It was great fun. People actually ask me this question a lot, but my only answer to them was, it might look that those 8 overs were great, but I think to a very large extent his 4 overs gave me a lot more cushion to be bowling freely because of the bowler that he is. He comes with a lot of experience and a reputation that people are a little more watchful of him, and as a byproduct there was sometimes some batsmen who tried doing something out of the blue and got out to me. So I think it's more credit to him by the way he put the pressure and made it easier for me.
Mana has asked, who's the best FIFA player in the team? And if you're the best in table tennis, who's the second best?
The best FIFA, I think it's Jofra. I always hear him scream, and whenever he screams, he's winning. Anyone who screams is winning in that room.
Yeah.
He's good, is? Yeah. And table tennis, no one.
No one's second best.
No. I have a big ego when it comes to table tennis. No, actually,
I'm interested to see who you put.
Who?
I'm interested to see who you put second.
I think Zubin. Zubin's really good. Yeah, he's really good.
Played him yesterday and
he's really good. Like
he's got the service.
Yeah. I struggle with that service, but
yeah. I don't think Manar returned one of them.
No, I don't think he can also. He puts a lot of spin in it.
Yeah.
But if not Zubin, I think Aryaman is
yeah, he was quality.
Way above me. I'm nowhere close to him. He's really good.
And we got 2 away matches. There's always some royal support wherever we go. How excited are you to see the fans in Hyderabad, the fans in Chennai, and then we're home to RCB. We've got 3 quick fixtures. Like, how fun is it as a period to have 3 matches so close together? How enjoyable is that?
It's great, so you look at it 2 ways. If you lose one, you always have the next one coming up, so you can always, you're not going to sulk
waiting
too much.
A long time, yeah.
But if you do win, you're going to have another game, and you're going to be more excited to it. So it's a win-win in both ways. But
obviously
it's great to have the Rajasthan supporters following us wherever we travel. It's something that we love as a team, and we always want it because out there. Especially when we're playing away, we're obviously not the favourites in that ground, so we need that support. Even if that one odd person, if we happen to see one odd person or those few people screaming for us, I think it's going to pump us a lot more.
And do you quite enjoy being the underdogs when we play when we play away at Chennai? Sort of pressure's off a little bit.
Yeah, there's no expectation as such, right? So I think it's better that way. Less expectation, and that surprise element is always there. So sometimes some teams just don't know what's in store for them, and anyone can have their day, and probably close things for the opposition. So we really hope that we have someone doing that in every other match.
And how excited are you for the rest of the season?
Extremely excited. I think lovely to be back. Firstly, in this dressing room, in this hotel, in this franchise. It's been a missed 10 months, but it's great to be back, and obviously the efforts are there. Firstly, speaking on behalf of everyone, I think the efforts are there from everyone. Victory, loss is just a byproduct. I think no one's going out there to lose, obviously, and we're just going out there to give our best. So just support us through thick and thin, and we'll give our best.
Awesome. Cheers, mate.